Alright lads, so if you didn't catch yesterday's live stream, we were actually very lucky and pulled this lad right here of 100 Brave Soul Summon tickets. Come on, be another one. Oh, no way! Oh my god! Now for me, as someone that is missing just a very small amount of characters, to get a new character from a ticket, let alone being the most recent character, you know, the most recent arena character, is really exciting. I'm very happy to showcase him on the channel today because I do like arena, and honestly, this character right here is, I'm a fan of Rose again. Once more, I am a fan of Rose. It happens all the time. You pull a new character, you like how they play, and now I'm a really big fan of Rose. Can't wait for his 1,000-year blood version. Hopefully sometime next year. Maybe even this year. Who knows? But today we are going to showcase him on the channel in arena, see how he performs, and he is a very, very good character in arena, especially for this current season, because what you can see here is that it is hollow affiliation at damage ×2. So this Rose right here is getting 2 times damage on his strong attacks and also NAD string, which is great. He is a NAD based character. Now what makes this character great too, we actually go look into the character, what you will see is that he has a 30% NAD soul trait, very good for your future NAD characters in normal PvE content. But when it comes to arena, he gets start power up item +2, so that's basically 66% extra stats from the get-go. Lovely right there. We also have a long stride, which is great again for arena. He can be flash stepping around the map very, very fast. And he also does get flurry +1 arena, therefore taking his flurry to flurry +2. With the fact that he has an 89% bruiser with flurry +2, and also the fact that he starts with the extra 2, you know, stat buffs, this character is actually one-shotting thing from the get-go. It's absolutely insane. Additionally, he does have guard break, slow resistance to counter someone like Halibo. Guard breaks can be great in PvE content, weaken defense, extra damage to paralyze enemies, poise, debilitator +5. This character is just insane for arena. So that said, lads, let's jump into some arena games and showcase the newest Rose in the game. Alright, so what we got here. So we have Aizen, Gin, and also Aaroniero. Great for us because we do have Soppy Killer, right? So we have kill against all of them. Now look at that. From the get-go, what you will notice is that we're basically one-shotting, right? They obviously are only level 1, the NPCs. We have to build them up real quick. He's now +1. So for the time being, as they are SP characters too, we're going to be one-shotting them, right? Especially with the +2 that we do have. With the long stride and sprinter +2, we're basically able to flash step around the map relatively quick. Especially in this map, which is quite close combat. So we actually can get to each enemy very quickly because we know the spawns. One thing I do notice with this character is, of course, he doesn't have any type of read, swipe, or dodges. So someone like Aizen, for example, someone like Bruno, he has to go through the 50% chance to dodge. So as you can see here, we would have 2-shot Aizen, but unfortunately, we had to sit there for a few extra seconds just to do the damage to him because man's just dodging all our attacks. So it's kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the road. If we do hit them, we're pretty much almost guaranteed the kill, right? Now, this is definitely looking to be a close game, but as we build up the enemies, as we do get our boost too, we are going to start hitting them very hard. Might as well take these. It doesn't look like our teammates are actually going to take any, which again, if you are playing arena, make sure you take the boxes. Everyone needs to get at least a +2 boost so they can start one-shotting enemies. +5 already for us. That's actually really good, considering we started on +2. And at this point, we're just breezing through the enemies, right? One-shotting them when we can. Unfortunately for Ichigo, he has last ditch, so we kind of have to just sit there and wait for him. Aizen has the dodge, so this is kind of annoying thing to go against. Gin's really good to go against because we just 2-shot him and he dies. No revive, no 50% chance to dodge. It's actually very easy to go against Gin. So one thing I do want to mention too is that this Rose, while he is hitting very, very hard, he's not that toxic to go against, which I think is kind of nice. Like, as you can see here, we're breezing, but the enemies going against us, he's not that big of a problem. He doesn't have last ditch built into him. He doesn't have any percentage to dodge. He's quite a chill character. Speaking of chill, we are going to chill right here and hopefully win, right? Let's just do a little bit of damage there. Okay, we extend it for no reason. That was my bad. Might as well grab that boost to get the +6. Let me just kill these guys. Make sure it's somewhat close. We don't want them to steal us last second. And we focus on the little mini-mobs. And there we go. 17k run. Not too bad. Not too shabby. But yeah, overall, as you can see, Rose is a very smooth-to-play character. I very much like his gameplay because when it comes to NAD characters, I mean, a lot of them do play the same. They're all NAD-based characters. But it's just the feel of the character with the long stride too. That naturing is beautiful. And the sound effects is great too. I love it. And Rose is looking kind of sexy, no homo. Nice little MVP stars, we take it. Alright, who do we have here? We have a Ichigo, Ryuken, and what's his name? Moe. Moe's, oh, we got Moe and Arctic too. Moe's gonna be really good in this season. So going back to what I was saying, the gameplay for this character is actually really smooth. I really like his naturing with the poison, the long stride, and also the sprinter +2, or sprinter +1, I believe. You get to point A to point B very fast. Completely missed all my naturings. and he doesn't feel like a hassle to play. Additionally, his strong attacks too are actually really good here. Because remember, when it comes to Nad characters in Arena, they can do damage on their strong attacks and their sword bomb, which I kind of like. It means you technically a hybrid character. Of course, we're mainly doing our damage on our Nad string, as you can see there, but we can also do a decent amount of damage on our strong attacks and sword bomb, and he does have good strong attacks for the most part. So Ryukin is a very easy target for us. He's pretty much the best character to go for. Even without Killer, we're still going to just absolutely dominate him. Up at Gichigo can be a hassle because he has Last Ditch, and the same can be said for that Moe. Moe is really annoying, but lucky for us, we have no Brunos on our team, so he isn't really countering anyone. And we also have Paralyze too, so if we do Paralyze, then we just, you know, do extra damage to them. Alright, let's keep that distance. Just hit him from afar. That's the great thing too about Nad characters that I really love in Arena. Again, range characters just showing their dominance compared to melee characters. It's kind of unfair, and I really wish like melee characters would get something special that range characters don't have, because that range gap is just, it's such a huge difference, and that's why like certain characters like Tokina and Masaki are way better than characters like Owetsu and Grimmjow, because just range is so important. You just stay far back and hit enemies from afar. Very rarely do you get into a situation where you get hit. Let me Soul Bomb here. Take that boost too. Lovely. Great thing with the Soul Bomb as well is that you actually get to see him put on the mask, even though it automatically skips it. And we did win that right there. Lovely. About to steal their score too with a full gauge in us. So we got 18 seconds left, and we are absolutely dominating it. And as you can see, we aren't really having any problems with like surviving. We barely even got, I don't think we got hit once in this game. But what I have noticed again, going against better players with more toxic characters, I did notice that I do have to flash tip a bit. Again, this Rose, as good as he is, doesn't have great defense, right? He has no way to heal himself back up to full HP. He has no extra survivability. So if you die, if you get one-shotted by someone that maybe has killer against you that's technique-based, like Ichigo, for example, you do take a lot of damage. You got to make sure you're playing it safe. Luckily for him, though, he does start out with the +2 boost, so we already have like a massive stat buff from the get-go. But another very easy win. Love to see it. All right, jump into another game. We have we have Hallibel. That's great. So Hallibel, hopefully I'm host here. In case you don't know, Hallibel is really toxic in Arena, mainly due to the fact that she has a chance to inflict slow every 5 seconds, but it only applies to the host. And I believe right now I am the host. So that means we don't get affected by it. I'm completely immune to slow, so we don't have to worry about Hallibel choking us. And if you watched my Arena stream recently, I believe a month or two ago, Hallibel's slow, it can cost you the game. There's been multiple times now where I've lost because I'm about to kill an enemy, and then Hallibel's slow just stops us. And right now, I believe Rose is the only character naturally immune to slow in Arena. Obviously, you have some characters that are just naturally immune to everything, like Ichigo, but, you know, in terms of characters that are just immune to slow, and Rose is pretty much one of the only ones, so really easy going against Hallibel. Even though we're technically a counter to her, we don't have killer, but that's fine. I think it's better to have Sorry killer, in my opinion. Let's quickly get these. Lovely. And it does appear we have 2 Roses on our team, so that Hallibel is not going to have a fun time going against us, I'll tell you lads that. But as for the build that I'm rocking with this Rose, I didn't actually show it. Essentially, I went with full DR. I think full DR is going to be good, because again, as I did mention, when it comes to Nat characters, you want them to be toxic against the enemy team. Unfortunately, we can't show how toxic Rose can be. He's not that toxic to go against. At least as a defensive unit. So by giving him DR, it's going to mean he's a tad bit tankier. And since we start off with a +2 boost from the get-go, it means our damage is already high to begin with, that we don't really need to give Nad links, since we're going to be one-shotting stuff anyway. Or at least killing things with 1 Nad string, right? Right now, it looks semi-close, but I believe we are smashing this. Hopefully that... Okay, the Rose took it. That's fine. Whoever that Orihime is, you need to pick up the boost, lad. Alright, hold on. Okay, we stole their score. This is actually... Yeah, I think this is a wash, lads. I think this is a wash. Hopefully, right? They could actually steal from us last second. But we are killing way too quick. They're about to still hold on. We're about to still hold on. We stole, okay. I think we double stacked their steals, so if they steal from us, yeah, we still have the advantage. That's a wash, boys. GG. That was somewhat close. I feel like we were slapping them, but that was still a tad bit closer than I thought it would be. Not a bad game. Again, Rose just plays very smoothly. That Nad string and the way he just plays... It's a very simple gameplay. It's actually just running around and holding the R2 button, at least for me, the Nad button. And he's clearing shop. I'm actually really liking his gameplay. And now that I made the character rank 6, I can now officially give him a full set of DR links. Some that I still need to work on to get those additional 90 attack stats. I believe right here from the get-go, from these 3 links, I can get 270 extra attack. With the extra, 60% boost of stats that we get from the start. That extra 260 attack, it definitely is going to go a long way. So what I said, let's finish off the video with one last run and see if we can get that 4th dub. Alright, so who do we have here? So we have 2 Aizens, which is fine. And then we also have a Shuhei, surprisingly in Arena. Okay, we'll take it though. So as you can see here, again, Aizen is kind of a pain. So far from what I've been experiencing with this character in the last like 20-ish games that I've played, is that he's an unstoppable force. He hits very, very hard. Doesn't really struggle with anyone offensively at the very least, right? It's just Aizen and Bruno that just slow you down a tad bit. And that's what Arena's all about, right? Trying to slow you down so we can't steal their score. But Shuhei on the other team is an absolute death sentence for them. So I'm just going to kind of farm Shuhei. Oh, we actually have a Jusha on our team too. That's going to be great for the support with that boost and also shields. At the very least, when we do hit Aizen, he actually doesn't revive with Last Ditch. So it's not too bad. Might as well take that since it looks like no one's going to take it. More damage from me isn't going to be too bad. It means we could potentially one-shot Aizen faster. Took a bit of damage there, but with the +3 stats, now +4, we have too much stats. And it's going to be hard for us to die, at least in one shot. We could probably tank full blast tank. With the DR that we have too, can I tank it? I can't tank it too many times, but we could tank one hit. Let me try not get weakened though. There he is, lovely. Oh, good timing. Does Shuhei have Last Ditch? Oh, he does, hold on. Really? Alright, interesting. So in terms of Gin for Arena, he gets Long Stride. Somewhat close game this is. Okay, it's looking like their game, not gonna lie. We can potentially bring this back. Shout out to that lad, by the way. Much love, G. Come on. It's somewhat close. Let me Soul Bomb. Okay. Decent. We actually killed with the Soul Bomb. Lovely. SA1 kills. Nice. SA3. Just use my Nad String. It's really close. Come on. We can bring this back. Still. No! I didn't realize how close it was. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Well, you know, we can take it now. I can showcase it now on the channel. It's fine. 3 Ws, 1 L. Don't want to say it's my fault, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Unfortunately, we were so close to stealing their score. I say if we had an extra 3 or so seconds, we could actually won that. So overall, Rose is pretty good. Honestly, if you are a Rose fan, this isn't a bad character to get your hands on. In Arena, of course, the game mode he was designed for, he excels in this game mode. Not defensively, but he can be quite toxic in defense. But offensively, this character is dominating a lot of things, as you did see in this gameplay today. When it comes to PvE content, personally, I haven't tried him out all too much, but he's going to play like any other NAD character. Nothing too special in PvE content, but definitely still worthwhile using if you do like his gameplay. Because again, he's a ranged character with Flurry and Guard Break and has a pretty good damage output. It's a very good link for your speed NAD character. Overall, this Rose is actually very, very solid. I'm actually very happy to have him on my account because he's going to be my main on Arena for at least the next 2 weeks for this current season. I think I'm only going to ever use Rose when it's on a ×2 normal attack damage buff or range damage, or in this case, hollow affiliation damage, where he does get extra damage on his NAD string, which is great because it allows us to hit very, very hard even with a full DR build. With that said, lads, that was a video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. Let me know what you like to think about this Rose. If you have him, let me know how you feel about him. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.